selling advertising time to your suppliers. Part 6, scripts. I like scripts. There's a saying in the theater, if it ain't on the page, it ain't on the stage. Ad-libbing or improvisational methods are okay for actors and talk show hosts who have teams of producers researching their subjects. But in-store announcements is marketing owned by the store, just like the website or flyers. Now, the marketing department will prepare the scripts. However, the scripts are not as easy as they look. With approximately 15 to 30 seconds per script, the writers have to cut to the chase fast. Now, here's an example of a script. I'll dissect it at the end to justify each sentence, actually each word. Let's use afternoon as our time. Here we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ZYX Store. Our latest flyer, Springtime Savings, is running until closing Sunday. Please pick up a copy at the entrance to the store. There's value on every page and every aisle, saving you time and money. Our Springtime Savings flyer ends Sunday from ZYX Store. How can we help you today? It sounds too easy. Anyone can do that with a little training. And yet the impact of that 15 seconds is immeasurable. Now, I'd like to dissect that script to justify it. First of all, when you phone a business, the business answers the phone, "Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Bob's Business." Now, that's the same premise for "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen." You don't say "Attention shoppers," unless you want them to vacate the premises immediately. You don't say "Yo, hey folks, how's it going? How you doing?" It's not just the colloquial, laid-back, we don't sound that serious inflection, but worst of all, it sounds like the announcer is going to make a lengthy speech. How you doing? Check out aisles 3 and 4. We have green socks on sale, all sizes only $1.99. Then on aisle 5, red sweaters. Well, the customer is now thinking, what is this? A list of stuff I'm not interested in? A cashier at this point is requiring a manager to handle a difficult customer and can't page the code to summon one, and consequently the lineup is getting longer. You see where I'm headed? Get to the point fast. Flyers, current in-store promotions, and posted specials are the best, as the announcements leverage pre-planned and ongoing marketing strategies. So now we have "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen." Ladies and gentlemen, they are not your relatives, old pals, brother-in-law, chat room acquaintances, pen pals, etc. You have one chance to make a great impression. Welcome them with respect. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ZYX Store. Now do I have your attention? Yes. Our latest flyer. Now, some may critique the adjective latest as being redundant. Why not just say our flyer? Now, the term latest will suggest to the shopper who may not have yet seen it that there's something new happening and they don't want to miss it. Latest adds pizzazz and ties in with the chronological sense of urgency, with the flyer ending closing Sunday. At closing Sunday, you are out of luck. That is it. It will be over. Never again. Sense of urgency works, as it provides that psychological risk factor of missing out on something that could possibly be quite good. Now, please pick up a copy at the front of the store. The customer has now been provided a solution to that risk factor. Have you ever heard of the term WIIFM? WIIFM. No, it's not a radio station I may have or may not have worked at before. WIIFM stands for, you're right, what's in it for me? The customer has been explained the benefit of the flyer with positive reinforcement that they can save time and money by reading the flyer. Now, we all want the customer to stay in the store longer. The primary objective of the flyer is to get the customer to stay in the store longer. To get the customer to stay in the store longer. Like they say in Vegas, the longer you stay, the more you spare. Keeping the customer in the store longer should account for 70% of all store announcements, and in-store announcements can do that. And remember, we wanted to boost our sales by 1%. That's all we want, is that 1%. However, what if keeping that customer in the store longer will make them spend $11 instead of $10? Instead of $200, maybe $205 or $210, maybe $220. Now we're talking of increases of up to possibly 10%. Now, just like our cruise director, by increasing the passenger's satisfaction, the greater the chance the passenger will book another cruise, therefore staying longer. So now we have set our goal. How can your marketing department present in-store announcements to get the customer to stay in your store longer? Promoting the current flyer, catalog, or even posted newspaper ads printed at strategically located areas encourage cross-sells and upsells, and maybe even some impulse buying as well. In-store demonstrations or sampling is a great way to get the customer to stop and be rewarded. Live announcements work best for in-store events. Other scripts encompassing the power of suggestion work best for groceries. Now here is one of my all-time favorite in-store announcements. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ZYX Store. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Even more chocolate. Infinite, deep, dark, delicious chocolate for you or maybe your coworkers in aisle 6. ZYX Store. How can we help you today? An in-store announcement like that can be recorded by an announcer at head office and played through the PA via the computer speakers, or just read it slowly like you were reading a bedtime story. It's fun, happy, upsells, and provides a universal understanding of our craving of chocolate. Now, depending on which retail vector you're announcing for will determine script content. As we said, 70% of all in-store announcements are targeted at the customer to remain longer. Our remaining 30% of the announcements can be used for various greetings, increased productivity, and boosting staff morale. Now, give your scripts a moving forward approach. How can you tie in your community, great weather, or important dates to liven up the content? Always be upbeat, with no editorializing or controversial news of the day. Health, environment, family, living, saving time and money are great positive spin ideas. If your store is looking to hire, store announcements offer a great way to direct customers to your website's career section to become part of your corporate family. Trigger points are intrinsic to the everyday shopping habits of your customers. In consumer electronics, extended warranties have become as important as the computers and televisions that are sold. How about this? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ZYX Electronics. When you make a major purchase, ask about our extended warranties that add years of peace of mind to your television or computer purchase. On some purchases, as little as $5 will get an immediate replacement of your purchase for up to 3 years. Just $5. Extended warranties at ZYX Electronics. When I worked in radio, the big advantage we had was to be able to go live with a news story immediately, just by walking from the newsroom into the announce booth, and the story was on the air. Now you can do the same with in-store announcements. With an MP3 email attachment from head office, or just an email to be read live, you can generate the same instant announcements without having to produce television commercials, radio ads, contact marketing agency representatives, or wait a week before the event gets published in your weekly flyer.